Another interesting topic I want to get into. I don't know if you knew this. I kind of partially knew this. This is very, very interesting news to me. This is talking about Olympic athletes. Now, they're saying, this is coming from APnews.com. That's the Associated Press. Thanks to a recent record $100 million donation to the US Olympic and Paralympic Foundation, athletes who make the US Olympic or Paralympic team starting next year in Milan Cortina will be eligible to receive a $100,000 award when they retire. According to the Olympic Foundation, 57% of U.S. athletes earn $50,000 or less per year. That's because they can't have average jobs. They train, they go to practice to be world-class athletes. Olympians can change their lives through earning a spot on the Olympic records or Olympic team, but that's only because they get money through sponsorships, speaking engagements, or talk show appearances. But for that $100,000, there are a few catches. Mostly that the money will be divided into 4 payments, won't go into bank accounts until 20 years after they retire, or when they reach 45 years old, whichever comes later. Not first, later. The grant also funds a $100,000 life insurance policy for a beneficiary. So basically, you get $200,000 awarded to you in total each time you make an Olympic team. That's not just one time. If you make the Olympics in 2012 and then you do it, 2025, then you do it again in 2029, and then blah, blah, blah. You get a $200,000, which is $100,000 when you retire, then a $100,000 life insurance beneficiary each time. So $200,000 awarded for each time you make the Olympics. Both the award and the insurance are accrued each time an athlete makes the Olympics. So if you make it 3 times, you receive $600,000 total in benefits. This $100 million donation came from Ross Stevens, the founder and CEO of Stone Ridge Holdings Group, a finance firm that focuses on non-traditional investment options such as cryptocurrency and fine art. Ross Stevens, congratulations, you are on my pocket watch list. Ross Stevens, CEO of Stone Ridge Holdings Group. Stone Ridge Holding Group. Something that you need to Google. Me too. Because apparently they're getting money over there. So here's the thing that I took away from that article. 1, Olympic athletes don't make no money. $50,000, fam? $50,000, you making $22 an hour on a full-time job, basically. 25 at the most. At the most. That sucks. Do all that training, get all that camera time, only to make $50,000 a year? Most people think just because you're on TV and you're a professional athlete, you're making millions. No. No. Some Olympic athletes have to stop being athletes just because they're not making enough ends meet for their family. I think this is a very generous donation since the U.S. government does not pay their athletes. They have to get private donations like this. So people who donate like Ross Stevens, helping athletes get $100,000. Now, I think it's some BS that they get it in payments of 4 installments, $25,000. And then it comes 20 years after you retire. 20 years. So if you retire at 45 or in your 40s, you ain't getting it until you're 60. Or if you retire in your 20s, you ain't getting it until you're 40, which is still decent. But you got to wait 20 years? Who's to say that you're going to survive? Which is why it's nice that they do the life insurance policy as well for a beneficiary. Nonetheless, if the athletes are making $50,000 or more than half of them are making $50,000 or less, get that money to them now. Don't tease them with 20 years after you retire, because you're going to make me retire right now. so I can hurry up and get this paper. My kid gonna be grown as hell by the time I get this money. So I appreciate their effort, and we definitely like the donation from Ross Stevens, helping these athletes out. But for them not to get it until 20 years after they retire is crazy. For Olympic athletes not to really get a real livable wage. They only make a living through sponsorships, TV, talk show appearances, and speaking engagements. That's kind of crazy. But then when you think about it, I think about this often. What can a retired athlete do to make money after they retire from the game? It's not much they can do. A lot of them go into podcasting, commentator, analyst, things of that nature. But if you can't do that, or you don't have any desire for that, that essentially puts you in a messed up position. How do you make residuals? It ain't like a retired recording artist who can make residuals off their music, or maybe touring, or comedians who can tour. You know what I'm saying? After you're a retired athlete, you're done performing. What else do you do to make money on that level? So that's the thing about it. So that's the sticky thing about athletes in general, which is a whole nother conversation. I want to thank Ross Stevens for even making this donation. But those stipulations are kind of crazy. How are you really helping? Like, you're helping them, but you're not really helping them. It's like dangling the carrot in front of them, or at least showing it to them and then throwing it a distance that takes them 20 years to get to. Hey, here's $100,000. Go get it. And you throw it so far, it takes them 20 years to go get it. It's like, bro, was it really worth it? 100,000? I don't know. Be grateful. I learned a few things with this article, but let me know what you think. Is $100,000 for an athlete to retire 20 years after they retire, is that a good award? Plus $100,000 in life insurance? Yes, it's better than nothing. But should Olympic athletes deserve more? That's my question. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments, or call into the show 313-4